There is really no reason to smile about anything right now because there is so much fucking shit happening. First of all, let me just tell you, this took...
Well, first of all, Rocco's going to assassinate the gardener. That's his job. He feels that...
The gardener is here blow drying the leaves, and I don't even care.
Drying.
Blow drying. Blowing.
It's not like giving him a blowout.
It's not like giving him a blowjob or
nothing.
Nothing. And I don't even care how bad the sound is. I'm going to let him go because I have had sound issues all day today, and I don't even give a shit what we had to go through. So, and also, I don't like how bad the leaves are outside, so I'm going to just let him ruin the podcast and just blow the leaves everywhere.
Cool.
Jenna has coffee and tea going today because
it's one of those
fucking days. So let me just tell you, first of all, I did the biggest no-no one could do, which is like I talked about such a serious, fucked up issue this morning just to start things off, which led to like discussions and tears and going for walks. It's like, great, Bodhi, that's a really great way to start the fucking podcast off.
Well, it started where you're like... Well, first, let me just establish that when he's getting ready for a podcast, it's like the voodoo guy where all the stars have to be in alignment and
voodoo guy.
Uranus has to be spinning at the right speed per second and everything has to be just perfect to be in the mode. And if I'm not sitting there like meditating, kicking and screaming vibe, then he's all worried that it's not going to work.
I like to just get into the aesthetics of things, and Jenna likes to just be on social media or doing business things right up until we press record. And when that's happened, I have found that it takes a while to ramp you into it. So
it's like kicking and screaming foreplay, basically. Creative foreplay. So anyway.
Oh boy, there's not even
So he has that as a fundamental priority. And then we been very busy doing things for the family and life stuff. And so I'm a little distracted because it's a big weekend. Got a lot going on. And he's like...
You're all going to know soon why there's so much going on, and it's good news for any kicking and screaming viewers. There's some really big stuff happening, but there's going to be some big changes. But for right now, there's a lot going on.
A lot going on, and he's like... He decides to ask this question. Anything going on, hon? Anything going on?
Anything going on?
Anything on? Anything you want to talk about?
Oh, good, sweetheart. Because I could feel like there's a little like the cheese off.
And
there's the fucking
cheese off.
The chi is off.
The chi is off.
Dude, you are so all morning long with the fucking.
There's a cheese off. It's like I've never heard of a cheese.
And how's
off.
that gardener out there? You guys hear that pretty good? Is that coming in nice and loud for you guys? Awesome. All right.
So yeah, you decided to ask the key question.
Yeah. How's it all
going?
going?
So you ask it, and then there's a moment of silence. I look over, and you're like this.
Because I know what's coming. I said, how?
So he asks the question, and then waits for it with a disgruntled, rolling eyeballs, perched lips face.
We have someone that helps us out sometimes with stuff for the house, and we'll say, hey, can you organize that whole thing with the gardener or the sprinkler system or the whatever? And she'll go, she'll roll her eyes. I'm always like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're working in an office and the boss is like, I want that file and those papers turned, you're like, all right, you'd be fired. And so she does it all the time.
No, she does it all the time. Every now and then you catch her in a...
So I said, like, is anything going on this morning, sweetheart? And she took a breath to answer, and I was like, I already was like...
But he asked it. It's like, if you're going to ask it, like, with interest...
Yeah.
Don't then... I mean, either ask it like, are you all right? Because... But don't be like, everything okay, sweetheart? Because it's this faux.
Yeah. There you go. There's the fucking dog and the gardener.
All
it's
right,
just
Rocco.
one of those fucking days. I don't even give a shit.
Just go on the journey
I
with
wouldn't
us.
be surprised right now if there was an earthquake.
Or it's just static.
Or a power outage at this point. Go get him, Rocco. Get the fucking... We might as well have the gardener in here with the blower. With how bad the sound problems have been this morning.
Okay, you out of that now?
No, I'm in a... It's fucking gnarly. We were talking to the gentleman that's helping us out this morning, Tovin, our good buddy, who has helped us out before, and that's pretty exciting because he has a new camera. It used to be the kind of camera that would stop every 15 seconds, and you'd have to restart and reset it every 15 seconds. And is it that one again? Okay, good. So
Oh,
it's
good.
back.
So there you go.
So he's back to that camera. So every 15 seconds we have to stop and start it, and because Canon likes to make a camera that we don't like you to go for more than a few seconds without pressing stop and record.
So you asked me a question.
What was that? Why did I even? Oh, we were talking about blowjobs. How did the subject of blowjobs come up?
This is how you're holding your microphone.
How did the subject of blowjobs?
Let's just do a whole podcast about how fucking off the cheese is.
The cheese is so off this morning. The cheese is so off, and he was saying that he has no problem when the blowjob department not giving them but getting them. And I was saying, yeah, I actually have a great wife too, because I have friends that their wives, it's like they don't give any blowjobs ever at all, ever. And I was thinking, I got it pretty made in the shade with you. You're gracious with that, but for you, it's not like some fantastic action where it's like you just can't wait to just be a part of it.
Do girls want to open their jaw all the way and just like half gag on a thing for like 5 minutes? That's something that like any girl's like, can't wait. I can't wait to fucking.
It's to get you. Really, you do it just to get the rocket off the launch pad sooner. Like it's a means to an end.
Yeah, and I know you like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, all guys like it.
But it's not like, oh God, I can't wait to suck.
Yeah, and I'm telling you,
your-
the expression on your face, you can tell that it's just a means to an end. I'm just letting you know it's never like, oh yeah.
You know what? I have this, and we'll go back to you asking that question.
Yeah.
Because I do want to talk about your pseudo foe. I'm not frustrated or annoyed right now. Thank you, honey. Whole bullshit, full of shit that you do.
Yeah, I guess
because you don't want to be, because you're always battling, I think, a chronic crankiness.
In
And
life
so-
or with you or
no,
with
just in
life.
Well, I wouldn't know if I'm not there. So the only time I see it is when I'm with you. So maybe it's with me. But
If a tree falls, sort of a thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and you're trying to like, I don't want to be a cranky guy anymore. So your solution, instead of being genuinely happy, is to just not sound cranky.
Step one. Step one. Let's not.
But I know that you're faking it. So then you might as well just be. It's equally as annoying. It's kind of a horizontal move.
Which is right on the horizontal plane of you and your blowjobs. And sex, a little bit, just faking it, sort of just not faking.
I'm not faking.
You're not
it.
faking the ending, but you're faking the getting there. Like you're like, let's make love. You do that thing. You're like, come on, let's do it. And I know that you're just trying to fucking appease the Bodhi gods. So you're like, yeah.
Because I have got like a to-do list a mile long that's just like the ticker tape at the
God.
bottom of the
I can
CNN
see,
screen
and
that's
I can
going.
see
That's
the
just
to-do
like,
list in your eyes as you're laying there. Or no,
like-
it's not actually. Once you get started, you're good. I actually never feel like there's a weirdness once it gets started. You're actually very involved. It's getting you
good.
there where you do that. you basically, your acting is just fucking top notch. It's Meryl Streep once there's an entrance, but it's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little movie of the week.
yeah, because you have to like pull me out of my ticker
you're-
tape to-do list.
Yeah,
that
you're a
I'm in the
little
throes of.
bit SNL sketch comedy reading the cue cards.
right
when it's sex. You're a little bit like, hey, are you hey, are you in the mood for love? I am really rearing to go right now. That's all the SNL skits are always like, we're really funny and everyone loves us and everything is done like this. And that's a little bit sort of like, I'm so in the mood right now. So I can kind of tell. But once you get started,
Well, you know what my underlying thing is?
Yeah.
And I think this is a really bad habit because it affects my passion
yes,
in
tell
the
me.
bedroom.
Tell me, please.
I
Tell me,
have
please.
in the back of my head
Oh my God.
that after 25 years,
Yes.
and just the fact that you're a guy,
I know. I know what you're going to
you're
say.
just happy to be fucking getting it. So
There
it
is
doesn't
a
have to
side
be
of you.
spectacular.
I know. There's a side of you that's like, listen, we're not even supposed to be making love anymore.
Right.
Because you're like,
Yeah, I feel like
most
most people. This
most people don't even have sex anymore
it
after.
Have to be awesome. It
Right.
just has to happen.
It just has to be a vagina and it has
need
to be my
access to a
vagina.
vagina.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. See, I'm a little bit of a problem because I still like making love, but I want the passion behind it, and I think that's why. Listen, let me go out on a limb and just really fucking just. Okay, but let me just say it. I'm just gonna say it. Now I don't mean to ignite everyone off onto a big upset right now, but I think a lot of guys leave marriages because of this kind of thing. And I'm not saying that or threatening that. I'm just saying I think a lot of marriages end because when you often see the marriage end, you often find the guy with the girl who's much more impassioned on the subject. And I think there's I'm not advocating. I'm saying that I definitely think there's something weird. Listen, is it simply that cavemen only lived to be 40, so their marriages ended after 10 years anyway because everyone died? And we're our lifespans are so much longer. We're married in our 20s, and then we live to be in our fucking 70s, 80s, or 90s, which is, cavemen were married they were probably
married at 15.
Married,
they were
not even married. They were fucking at 15 and dead by 24.
Right.
So
God, that sounds
so that was
ideal for the male part.
It's pretty fucking.
You're woo, rah!
Right. And so now
I never had to suffer the I need more sex. I need to feel like a man. Give me romance. So
cavemen didn't have to deal with their wives just basically losing complete interest in sex. It wasn't
I haven't lost complete interest.
Oh my God, I don't know what it is, but I don't even want to talk about it.
You hear me talk about other men.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I haven't lost my interest.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That helps me so much more.
Oh my God, how many times have you mentioned fucking other chicks on this podcast?
Yeah.
And it's totally okay. Cheerleaders. And all the people tweeting at you, yeah, cheerleaders.
Never.
And I'm I see some other men. I'm I'll crawl up on that.
Once or twice, maybe I've mentioned something about that.
So don't roll your eyes at me.
Once or twice, maybe I've talked about that.
I have not lost interest in sex.
So you just lost interest in sex with me? I haven't lost interest in sex with you. That's fucked up.
I'm a girl.
What does that have to do with it?
I could have my head screwed on crooked with fucking unicorn fucking shit coming out of my ears and you'd just be happy.
So
to be fucking a vagina.
Wait a minute. But
what?
So what does that mean? That you've just lost interest in sex with me?
No.
That sounds like what you're saying. That's if anyone rewinds the fucking podcast.
I'm familiar with you.
You mean I need to do different things? Do I need to get a stripper pole for me?
Ew.
Do I need to oil up my body?
Ew, gross.
Well, what? I can't be black. I can't change that.
Yeah. I don't know. We could talk about it.
Really? It comes down to spicing it up, changing it up a little bit?
I don't know.
Interesting. I would have never thought that's what it was. I thought you were I thought to-do lists at this point in your life is just far more interesting than sex. I didn't realize it was actually no, sex is fine if it was just brand new sex.
Something. I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to fucking talk about it.
Because I do have sex drive.
Where? Where is it? It's implemented.
Well, you've seen me talk about it when I've talked about.
So I just have to be a different guy. So if I was a different guy, it'd be great. I'm just really trying to find how this works for me, how I work my way through this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
because I like how you're very much hands on high hips about, well, this is what happens with men and why marriages break up, because men feel the need to leave the marriage because they're not sexually fulfilled.
But I'm totally.
What about the ladies? What about the ladies? The ladies just get dumped on like we're old hags because we've had kids and we're supporting the family and we're fucking tired, and so we've just lost interest in sex. So it's okay for men to go checking outside the marriage for some chicks to help fulfill their fucking drive that they still have, but you ladies have lost it. You're just shriveled and you're not. You're not.
I don't think any of those things.
That's how you talk.
I think you're fucking hot to trot, and I'm ready to rock and roll, and in all respects, not even just sex, but romance, love, cuddling, everything.
Yeah, but you keep talking about how I'm the one that needs to change to handle the sex in the bedroom. not you. Just gonna have a sip of my tea while you ponder that one,
No,
motherfucker.
okay, all right. This is interesting. I'm looking. I'm out there.
Never even crossed your mind, did it?
No, I never thought that there was anything I needed to do
Self-important
differently. I thought that I was really just a fucking love-making machine. I thought that I was just badassery. I thought that I was just fucking just a Jewish god flying down with golden wings. Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
Some food for thought.
Food for thought. Yeah. I'm going to have to
Something to go take a walk over. And
I'm going to have to take some yoga classes, or I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with this, but I'm going to have to
there
mix
was a
up.
quote on Instagram, and I can't remember. If I remembered it exactly, it would be genius because it's worded perfectly.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not going to remember.
Well, in a minute, we're going
perfectly.
to have to press stop anyway for the camera, so we can give it a try. We can look for it. We're
But
okay?
it's basically, hey, dudes, don't expect us to look like Victoria's Secret supermodels if you don't look like Calvin Klein models.
Okay. Now wait. Okay. Now wait.
And
a
so
second.
when you say,
Yeah,
when you
okay.
see men leave the marriage and then they're with some chick that's more impassioned in that area,
Now listen.
that's what you're talking about.
Now
And the dudes.
Now I get what you're saying. Let me ask you some questions. Let's just really lay it on the line. I mean, since this is probably our last podcast of this official type of podcasting, because some big news is coming, and this will be sort of the last podcast until the newish, the big news hits you guys about the podcast. So now I have seen some guys that have lost their way and letting themselves really go, let themselves fucking go to pieces. And you look amazing. You just look fantastic. And I don't mean because I don't care about weight. Not only are you great in all departments, but you just everything. You're sexy. You're beautiful. You smell delicious like you did the day I met you.
Did you see how he pointed out about the weight?
No,
I'm
because I was saying I don't want
20
people
pounds overweight right
because
now.
I don't want people to think that that's all that's important. Because I don't think I think
No,
there's
but I do
far too
wanna
much emphasis
say,
on weight.
When I'm in my skinny zone,
Yeah.
all you do is comment about it all day long as I walk around the house.
No.
Yes.
No.
Woo, you're so skinny. Boys, look how skinny your mama is.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, so skinny. Look how sexy.
Come on. I think you're
Damn,
sexy no matter
skinny.
what. I was
and then
pointing
I
that-
put on, because right now I'm busy with my to-do list and I haven't been working out and I've just been eating whatever the fuck I want because that's fun too.
I think you look hot. So I was pointing that out because I
And
don't
he
want
doesn't make those comments.
because I wanted to point out that I don't think that women should put so much attention on their weight, because I think that I actually like women looking like women, and I think that I think the fashion magazines are fucked up because they make the women look like young boys. Like all their bodies look androgynous like young boys, and I fucking hate it. I like women that look like women. That's why often when I see women that are dancers, they always there's a womanliness about them because they can be thin, heavy, big, small, but when there's a healthiness about it. Okay. I was saying, so I don't think I've let myself go. You made it seem with what you said just now as if I'm that I've just turned to shit.
No.
And because, your quote says, tell me your fucked up quote again.
Don't expect us to look. No, my point of it was just the double standard. Don't expect us to look like Victoria's Secret models if you're not looking like Calvin Klein models.
Right. Well, I think I look like a Jewish mid-40s Calvin Klein model.
But it's not that.
I think if Calvin Klein wanted to promote to the mid-40s Jewish kind of mid-age guys, I think that they would consider me or put me in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Me in the little Calvin Klein underwear with a little bit of a love handle and slightly receding hairline, but for the most part, kind of in awesome shape. I still have a lot of tone. I got it going on.
I think that
Other than that, my balls have gotten a little bit too low. I think I look amazing. I think there's something I can't do anything about. Guys' balls get lower. Don't know why that is. Don't know what the purpose of that is.
can't wait to jump you now.
No, I'm gonna get a ball tuck. I already told you I'm gonna get a ball tuck.
I'm happy to do it for you.
Yeah, you're
happy to get my
the
needle
last
and thread out and
25
sew
fucking
that
years have been a
shit.
natural ball tuck. Let me tell you something. I don't need your ball tuck. Your ball tuck is where you take away the balls completely and it's just a shaft with just like a flap of skin sewed up. That's your natural inclination. You want to, yeah, that's what you do. You're the ball tucker. Oh, you're going to go. It's going to go, isn't it? Yep, it went. That was amazing. First time ever. T went back in. That was amazing. Okay, good. That was pretty fantastic. No, you pretty much take my balls away anyway. I don't have. It's amazing that they hang as low as they do with this marriage. Okay, you were gonna say something.
Yeah. Okay. Tobin, can you hand me like a paper towel? Because I'm.
Hey, you know what?
and my
Wait, hang
eyes
on.
run.
Let's do this. Let's press stop for a second because we have to do it
Why?
anyway. Because last time it helps you. You're gonna have a better time doing a cleanup, and I can check the sound.
No.
We're pressing pause for 1 second.
I don't
Pause.
want to.
Pause.
No.
Pause.
La la la, motherfucker.
La 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 la, motherfucker. Okay, so we're back. I hate doing pauses. I like to just run through the podcast, usually straight on through, but we had to because I insisted on it. Okay, go ahead, sweetheart. What you were about
Alright.
to say about my ball talk?
My bomb I was going to drop.
You're about to drop a fucking... Well, as if not being interested in me sexually, me not being a good lover, me not being sexy, or anything else isn't enough of a fucking bomb. Please present the next Hiroshima. It is now time for Nagasaki. We've already had Hiroshima. Now let's have some Nagasaki. Okay.
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 It's
Please.
a suggestion.
Yeah. Oh, please. Please. I'm all ears. I can't fucking wait. As the villagers run to the hills. Okay.
Okay, like we were talking this morning. You're just like. Rocco's howling in the back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But you know how we were talking last podcast a little bit about how you're a control freak.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so you feel the need to because you assume everyone is going to do it not quite up to par and you think things can be done better.
Yeah. I don't think they can't hear him.
And so you always feel the need to kind of interfere with everyone's or watch or inspect or.
Yeah. Yep.
That is not a turn on.
That has nothing to do. So you're saying that's what affects
What?
sex?
Well, because there's nothing mysterious about someone that's constantly on your jock about, oh, not enough. You know what you should do? It's like the idea of a man that's over there. Maybe being a little hard to get. Maybe a little bit mysterious.
Your basic ideal scene is just a guy that's not quite around.
No, that's just...
No, that's not there.
Well, why is your perception go either all over my shit...
Agreed that that's too much.
Gone. Okay, I'm here to tell you that there's a happy medium.
I can see what you're saying.
Because you know how when people, let's say young actors that are trying to get ahead and they're really pushy, right?
Yeah.
You know how it makes you go away?
Yeah.
Okay? So when you have this thing of constantly hey, need me, hey, want me, hey, what are you doing over there, hey, that kind of it's kind of if you were to mind your own business, there would be room for me to reach in towards you. It's a physics thing, kind of.
I get it. Now let me ask you. I hear what you're saying.
Because then it makes me want to reach in because I want to find out. But if you're smothering me with corrections, control, and neediness, it just makes me need a break from you, not want to reach into you.
If I got it, I can see what you're saying, and I'm not even acknowledging you to acknowledge you. I get what you're saying.
I think that your neck might break off if you try to just, I said last week in the last podcast, your ears would bleed. Woohoo, Rocco.
Fucking today's
Rocco, it's
podcast.
okay.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Bad Sound, Gardeners, and Jenna's need for a brand new guy. That's our sponsor for today. What would I have to do? Tell me straight out. What would I have to do to make you happy? What would make you fucking
I might give you a
happy?
little study project.
Please.
A little
How's that?
research.
Is that just fucking on like Kong over there, isn't it? All right. Tell me.
A little research project of
Yeah.
some men to go study.
Please. Who? Who?
I'm not going to name them on the podcast.
Men to go study.
To see what might be alluring about...
That one?
No, he's old. You got it wrong.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but don't say it.
No, of course not. That one, I mean.
I don't even know who that is. Oh, yes.
That one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at your face, got all red. Immediately turned on. Fuck that dog.
Because let me tell you, I won't tell you who that is.
Hey, shut up over there.
Hey, shut up over there.
Yeah?
But this guy,
Yeah, that
I will
one.
guarantee
that
you
one right there.
is not all over his wife's shit.
You don't think so?
No, he's very busy doing his own thing.
Fuck. Okay.
And you need to like make a discernment between your business
Yeah.
and what is actually not your business.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like you're a little bit all over shit that ain't your business. And if you were putting your attention more on your own thing, there'd be room for me to come in. But when the direction is constantly coming this way, it's like I'm walking up a one-way street. Like I can't actually drive because all the cars are all coming at me this way.
I hear you.
And if your attention was sort of out there and you were just kind of letting me do my thing, you were just too busy for me because you're so busy doing your own thing. You don't even notice me. Then there's room for me to come in and get interested.
Yeah.
But if you're like an over-controlling, breathing down my neck, thinking that there's 9 million ways to Sundays that I could do everything better or different or whatever, like there's no room.
This is a perfect way to end this stage of the podcast is on really, really unfun, serious.
Oh my God, I think it's brilliant.
Great.
I think I'm a genius.
But well, you are a genius. There's no doubt about it. You can hear this, gardeners, can't you? But do you think that? Oh, I don't even give a shit anymore. I've given up.
Did I hit on some truth though? Like,
sure.
Do you have anything to say about what I'm saying? Because it's not. See, you are sexy and attractive and intriguing, but when you're doing this other thing, it makes it like not as fun.
Right.
So then I'm not as inclined to be like, oh, give me more of you. Can I have all of that more up in my shit? Because right now you're already up in my shit. So then it's not like, oh, you're existing over there. And I'm like, I want to go be close to that. I want to go be in that. You're already all over my jock. So then it's like all over my jock plus penis and vagina.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What do you have to say?
I don't have anything to say. I got it.
Are you going like numb the way I did this morning when you were telling me about your thing?
Yeah, totally.
See, so we have a mutual
Yeah,
thing that we
totally.
both need to. So I'm trying to solve that.
Yeah, I tried to avoid that subject in the podcast, that one that made you numb. Because we had a big talk this morning, like which was stupid of me to bring up, and it just made Jenna numb. She was like, I agree with you. And your talk, I agree with right now, but it just makes me numb. I'm numb. I don't
But
like
that's exciting because I was really willing to look at my shit on it.
I'm
I was
willing
like,
to look
"Whoa,
at my
I'm
shit,
looking
too."
at it and I'm a little numb.
I'm willing to look at my shit too. I just wish we weren't recording a podcast right now while I was in the middle of it happening. Like I would have been so much. Like, can you imagine?
I didn't know that this was what I was going to say though.
Can you imagine if I was like my talk earlier with you,
No, I'd be like
right on the camera,
like drool.
Yeah. Well, I yes, but I was kind of stupid too because I did it right before we did the podcast, and you did yours while we were recording. I did mine right before, so really we both did the same thing. I'm really busy. I have a lot I have to do right now. I have so much I have to do right now. That's the most love I've gotten from my wife since 1943. Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet.
You crawled out of that one.
No, I didn't. I was just...
You're like this.
No. I was like, all right, well, so today's podcast is pretty gardeners, sound, dogs barking,
The cheese
microphones.
is off.
The cheese is so fucking...
The cheese is off.
The cheese has been
But
off.
sometimes cheese has to be off in order for new beginnings to arise.
Yes, so we have some big shit kind of happening. Do we tell them a little bit maybe?
No,
like
not in
nothing?
the cheese is off podcast.
All right. Well, there's right away on the next podcast, you'll see something different already, which isn't really even the big news, but something will be different right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat with the new. I'm getting a sex change. I'm becoming a woman. I didn't want to tell you guys, but this is really what's been happening. We've been working towards it. If you notice, I've been getting more feminine and you thought it was just that she was cutting off my balls, but in actual fact, I've actually been slowly going through the process. No, that's not it. And I'm not putting anyone down that is going through that process. I just like being a guy with no balls. It's pleasurable to me.